right, Grandma. Last one for today. Using all 5 senses, describe the city/town you grew up in.
Okie dokie. I lived in a small town. It was a happy town. People were friendly.
Wasn't it Sandy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. There was, what were some of the things that we would have there that were fun?
So let's start with senses. So, touch. What did it feel like?
It was sandy. It was definitely sandy. Lots of sand. We lived on a sand pile. Is basically what. Yeah, that's continue to bring out the senses that I need here.
What did you hear?
You could hear the train down in Sandy go down. We had cars come across 7th East, so you'd hear that. You could hear the birds. See the birds around. We always had, I think it was turmeric, planted outside our bedroom window.
Tamaracks.
Turmerics, is that?
Tamaracks.
Oh, tamaracks.
Is this for smell?
I
What is
don't know.
this?
What was it, Chris?
They were tamarack bushes.
And what about them?
What did they smell?
They were fuzzy and had pink stuff on them in the springtime. They were weird.
I know, but
Tamarack bushes.
yeah, but did they have a smell to them?
I couldn't tell. My smellers never worked.
So was it the touch? Were they soft?
It was just that they were pretty. I mean,
Okay.
they were
So for
pretty.
sight?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Taste? Did you go for
What
ice cream or something?
Oh.
Jelly.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, when Mom used to make choke cherry jelly and dewberry jelly.
Cherry jelly?
Oh my goodness, yes. We would go up to the ranch and pick dewberries and choke cherries. Oh, and then we had to pick the crab apples because we had to have crab apple jelly.
Does that taste good?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh, yes. Yeah, those were the things that we used to do.
I didn't realize crab apples were like good for things.
They're about this big around.
Oh, really? The ones that I've seen are like.
That's because you're on a flowering crab apple tree.
Oh, okay.
The regular crab apple's about that big around.
Okay.
And they're yellow and a little pink.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And you make crab apple jelly. Oh, yes.
And what would you have your jelly on? Toast?
Oh, we would have it on homemade bread.
Okay.
And you never withheld the butter. You always had to have butter on that bread. Homemade butter, folks. And everybody was watching their weight.
Like, really?
No, they didn't. Yeah, we can laugh about that.
So you go out and pick them then?
Oh yeah, we would go out and pick them, but I don't know what we had at the house. What did we have at the house? Well, we had cherries. We had,
And apple trees in the back.
well, we had that cherry orchard. Was that
That was
before?
before my time.
That was before you were
They
born.
took that out. Well, they took that out when I was about 6 or 7, I think, is when they sold it and the Pim's house was being built.
Okay,
Skip was in high school, he had his driver's license, so I had to be about 6.
okay, so that would be the first time that I remember my memory of my family would be probably 2 or 3, because I would go, my dad would take me up into the field where the cherries were growing to check his water and that, and he'd have me put my feet in his pockets, and I would
Grab him around.
hang on to his neck and ride that way. Yeah, so I do remember that. He was a real cool guy, wasn't he?
So you were front facing him.
Oh no, I was hanging on the back.
So you were like this on him? Okay.
You've had
You
to
put your feet in
In
his
his-
back
in
pocket,
his back pockets.
and then you grab him around the neck.
Oh, so like a piggyback ride. Okay, so you were like hugging him. Almost.
Yeah.
So you were hugging him like this, and then your feet were in his back pockets. Okay.
And he'd have his shovel, and away he'd go.
Yeah, and we'd go up, and he had to. And then you know what? He'd put me down for a minute, and he'd do whatever he needed to do, and then he'd have me back up again. Oh yeah. I'm glad you're here, Chris. You're making this nice and easy for.
Those are memories that you have, because that wasn't, my memory's not of that orchard.
Well, but like
Because I knew it was there, but I was so little at the time. She's 5 years older than me, so
but she's triggering some things for me, which are, you know, sometimes when you go through trauma, everything else is put back in the very back. And so it takes a lot to move the stuff forward so that you can even look at those things again.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this has been nice because we've had some good laughs. We have laughed about old times and stupid times.